Greetings, YouTube. This is Yvette, and welcome to my channel. Hey, we're talking about fasting. This is day number 3. We are going strong. So I am still dry fasting. Now, when I did this fast before, remember, I could barely make it 2.5 days. I remember I gave up at 2.5 days and had to hydrate. And then went back on, tried it again, 2.5 days, had to hydrate. I am making it strong. So let me tell you what I think I did. So before I went on the fast, remember I was cleaning myself out and I had my sabbatical. So I had bought some smoked salmon from the beach area. You know, they always have fresh seafood. They smoke it, and I get what's called salmon collars. And this is the area that's right behind the fish's head. And it's like lots of meat, and there's like the fat that's there, so you get the omega-3s. And remember, I don't eat meat, but I started eating fish about 2 years ago. I added that into my diet, and so I was eating the fish when I was down at the beach, and man, it was the bomb. And then I brought some, I tried to bring some home, but they didn't have any, but that's what I decided I was going to have for Thanksgiving with our meal. So I go and I buy 10 pounds of it and bring that home. And so I kind of was snacking on that leading up to our fast. And so I really think what I did like a bear. You know how bears eat a lot of fish and then they go into hibernation. I literally feel like because I ate that fish, I'm going strong because my body's not weak, and I have not had any drink, any food whatsoever. And the only thing I've done is I've chewed a half a piece of gum when I go out, if I have to go out in public with somebody. So before I went out on my volunteer job, I put a half stick of gum in my mouth. And so I'll probably do another half to finish out the rest of the night because I have to go feed homeless people tonight because there's a ton of food in my car. And so I'm excited because I don't know if it's mentally, so I feel like I stored up fats in my body. That's what I feel like the fish did. And then I feel very, very motivated because I have some very serious things that I'm praying about. My sisters are really locked into this religion they're in, because even though I'm talking to them and showing them scripture, they cannot see it. And it's interesting. They're so stuck on the law of Moses and the commandments, kind of like the Jewish people, stuck, and they can't receive Jesus. The sad thing is that Paul tells us in Galatians that you cannot be the law. If you're going to keep the law, then you're not of Christ. And you know you cannot be saved under the law. That's what Paul says, you can't be saved under the law. It doesn't save anybody. That's not what the purpose of it was. It was to point out sin. So it kept you in flesh. So my sisters are arguing with me about that. And it's like, you don't get this. You don't get this, that when Jesus came, he told us that there were 2 commandments. So if you love God with all your heart, soul, and mind, and you love your neighbor as yourself, there's no way you're going to commit any sin. You're not going to commit sin against God, and you're not going to commit sin against your brother, your fellow neighbor, anybody. You're not going to offend anybody, because you're fulfilling scripture that way. You're fulfilling the law that way, because spiritually. So it's of faith. And so it's interesting that they cannot receive it, but their eyes are blinded. And every time I say, well, why don't you just ask God for understanding and leave those other people alone? You know, they ignore that and call me all kinds of names and tell me I'm deceived and all this stuff. But you know what? I'm going to keep it going. There's also things in my body. Remember, I have a swollen lymph node. It really reacts. When I go on a fast, it shrinks. So this time, I said, hey, it shrunk before. I don't know why I don't keep fasting until it's just completely gone. I need to get it together because my health has got to be together. I just have to do it. And then spiritually, there's just too much going on, too much wickedness. And so we've got ministry. So I know yesterday I was talking to you guys about doing your channels. Do your channel. Share what you know with somebody else. Back in the Bible days, they took the word out and they did it however they could, by foot, by horse, by donkey, by camel, by boat, however they could get it out. They did that. We have so many resources available to us. So many. I have a Facebook, but I really don't want to be adding people on my Facebook. I don't like that. But you have Facebook. People post, post stuff, write something, and your people will get it. LinkedIn, there's all these different services that are out there. You can have your own website. Use your car. I got stuff I've written on my car. I have the prayer of salvation on my car, so I know Satan hates me, because everywhere I go, people can read that. They read the back of my car. I have signs on my fence. The prayer of salvation is on my fence outside, and it says Jesus saves next to it, another one. So I use my house. I got stickers in my house that says Jesus is coming again. I mean, I need to put up the prayer for salvation in my house. I think I'm gonna put it in the bathroom, and keep it up on the wall like it's a wall plaque, like it's a piece of art. That's what I'm gonna do. So that's the next thing I'm gonna do. So my fast is on. I need to be more out there. I need a pin on my lapel. Or, remember the pins we used to get, the little round pins, and you put them on you would say stuff. Why can't you put Jesus Saves or the prayer of salvation? People read buttons. They really do. Anything we can do. And I know there's some workplaces that don't allow you to do it. When I go grocery shopping, I have a little tag hanging off my bag that says Jesus is coming again. It's everywhere I can tag myself. The back of my laptop that I have now has Jesus is coming again soon, because he's already been here. So the first stickers that I made, I kind of did them wrong because it said Jesus is coming again. No, it says Jesus is coming soon, but it really needs to say Jesus is coming again soon, because he was already here. So the second batch of stickers that I printed up, they have the right thing on there. But the point I'm making is that everywhere I go, I need to be promoting Jesus. I majored in marketing in college. And marketing was all about getting your name out there. Well, Jesus is our business. I work it just like I had when I had my own business and I was out promoting my business. I did print, I did internet, TV, you name it. I was putting my radio everywhere. Those things cost money in my business. And I realize now that I'm the one funding, or God's giving me the money to fund this ministry. But there's still things that we can do to get the word out. And that's what we have to do. Let's get in position. Let's get in position. I want to be used. And I'm telling you, God is taking us higher. I got a blessing yesterday that I was not expecting. He's taking us higher. He's moving. And so we can do this. Okay, so what is your motivation? Because I know some of us are saying, oh, this is hard. I can't make it. You can make it. You can do this. Think about what it is that you want from God. How badly do you want it? How badly do you love him? If you knew who you were in the kingdom and you knew who he was, you'd sacrifice this. You would do this. You would make this. In the end, I'm telling you, blessings galore. Go back and read Daniel. And read Daniel for 3 weeks prayed. He did it for 3 weeks. I know he wasn't withholding food from himself. He was eating, but he was eating a plant-based diet. And like I said, those of you who can't fast, do the plant-based diet. Okay? So this video is kind of long. I'm headed out to go do my little feed the homeless thing and take care of some stuff. But remember, if you need to hydrate. If you need to take a bite, eat. It's fine. Go back on tomorrow, okay? If that's what you have to do, but let's commit to doing it. But if you can make it and do the sacrifice, go ahead. Because remember, I told you 2.5 days, and I crashed the last time. And then tried again, 2.5 days. I crashed. And then I made it 5 days. So maybe my body now is used to it because I made it to 5 days. So, but this Friday, I am going to hydrate myself. So it'll be day number 6 on Friday when I go to hydrate, because it'll be sometime in the afternoon, evening when I do that. When the sun goes down on Friday, I will hydrate myself. And so I'm kind of teetering on whether or not I'm going to drink some tea or some juices. I might do that because for 24 hours, I think I'm going to get nutrients in and try to get some senna in to eliminate some stuff in my body, because I know I, kind of messed my bowels up, probably dehydrated them too much. So yes, I'm going to do that. And then on Saturday at sundown, I'm going to go right back on my fast, but I'm not going to eat. I'm not going to eat. It's just going to be juice if I go to the juice stage, but it'll be water. Okay. So God bless you all. Hey, if you're jumping in on the fast, let me know. Tell me what you want to fast for, because we're all praying together for everybody's everything, because God is going to do something. Okay. There's strength in numbers. The one thing God said about the people who are building the Tower of Babel, he told them that the people are one mind and they're on one accord. And when they're all together, you can't stop them. So we cannot be stopped if we all have the same mind, okay? And we all got the same goal. We are going to be victorious as a group, okay? All right, take care, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.